It's fine, my big English. How can you not? But anyway, it's fine. Hey man, welcome to the Counsel with me, Limpopo McFool, and today I am joined by Chuene. This guy is everything radio. He's refusing to do my intro today. My right saying, "Utuntiela yona arata sarad willy." Hey man, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy because we've been playing this for like so long.
Exactly.
And finally we're here.
Finally we're here.
here.
So, hero, blame a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the crazy thing is that he's now when he's reaching out, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to call you, but he's reaching out on a number that I've been using in 2014. Yeah.
Hey, honora, this thing from happening.
Yes.
Because
we blame you.
Yeah. at some point, events came to Nika December, and then he's like, "Hey man, I just came across Chris. I met Chris more starting Saturday, and he said something about the podcast and Hero and so on and so forth. So Nagira, there's no way Nkabelela Chris while Hero is talking to him. Otherwise, it create a confusion. But for now, I want to allow. If he's willing to come, if he wants to come, let him stick to speaking to Hero because
a
lot
of voices,
just know or not send Hero. But anyway, thank you for coming here.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. Everyone here, I'm not going to introduce.
No. The only person I don't know is him. I'm seeing him for the first time.
This is INSA.
Okay.
_ Muda. Hashtag fuck.
Hashtag
fuck.
For real.
Muda #fuck. Yeah, that's his name. Like, I swear.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Suddenly I feel unsafe.
His name is Ian.
Yeah, because everybody else I know, Lina
Lagagela music, INSA.
Oh, he makes music.
He's a producer. No. Private piano.
Oh, we have the next Calvin Mama.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, I'm
And then for sure.
Yeah, no, he used to bully me, the funny thing. And no, for real. No, like for real.
He was your bully.
Yeah, he used to bully me. But you still haven't apologized for it, so
apologize now, live on air.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Apology accepted.
Yeah. The bully apologize.
We're mending fences.
Exactly. So you know what? I'm not going to ask you about where you grew up and everything. Straight. So briefly, I'm going to talk to you about the media space and music.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's where you're mostly focused in terms of but I feel like Chris can give me a lot of information I need in terms of music and media. Yeah.
I'll try.
Is it safe to mention your workplace?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because last time Verena DJ Cappuccino, I think he used to work at your radio
Way
station.
before I joined.
Way before. And then he said something like, the guys in radio do not really allow for presenters to be doing podcast interviews.
Not really podcast interviews or interviews, but like you having your own podcast, it's a gray area. You understand?
Yeah.
So now let's say I do a music podcast because I'm into music.
Yeah.
And then I interview all the guests that are supposed to be coming onto the radio station and so forth. So it's just weird. And then now maybe it's just a weird space.
I don't know, maybe that time Olima podcast you're able to reach radio, and then now podcast out China, your radio show
Can never.
then it becomes
But I feel like it's a different space. Like, you know how podcast literally you can say his nickname.
Yeah.
but I can't say that on air. You understand? So podcasts obviously have a different audience, if I should say so.
Yeah.
And radio has its own market as well. So
and I also think even if it's the same audience, like if you find one person listening to a particular radio show and they're also consuming podcasts, I think that person would approach a podcast with a different mindset.
Yes.
They know about what the podcast the behavior. So when you go there prepared to.
Yes.
Anytime you're going to hear fuck you, man.
Yeah.
So we are radio, we're going there for
It's a clean
content.
space. Yes, it's a clean space. PG.
So media era ring for what does it mean for you, this term media, or the concept of media?
The concept of media, it's relaying a message.
Yeah.
It's getting something across. It's talking to people. It's passing on information. It's entertaining people. Like when I say I'm in the media space, I mean I'm for the people.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's living not only for yourself, but for also the next person out there. Like that's how I take it.
So in terms of you're saying spreading information, influencing people, living for the people, actually that's what it means for you. Evolution ya media from kwa morago, I know like, le sa tšo tsena ka gare ga media space, and your age tells me a lot. You probably might not be able to tell me a lot about it, but I believe from you having studied this thing, you would know. Evolution ya media from kwa morago up to today, o ka re e fetogile bjang so?
Yo, it has changed a lot, hey? We used to be in a space where the radio or TV can make artists, can make can change lives. You understand? We used to introduce people to songs. But now we are the soundtrack in some people's ears. Some people just tune in ka outlook because they know that's when the news are gonna be. It's not as it was before, where literally everything you wanted you'd have to get from the radio station. Now on a level social media where literally kitsana phone ke poster anything before it ready timing. Like we don't even wait to check. In as much as we are still monitored, we are still licensed to say you have to be factual. Media, it's now a whole different ball game. Where anybody can do whatever they want to do. And we don't just speak on the radio now. Because I fell in love with radio because I was like, okay, ke rata batho, ke rata go bolela, ke rata go ba ko spacing, but I didn't want my face to be known.
Okay.
You understand? I wanted to be that person who's just
The voice,
but now, before my show starts, they post my picture.
Man, it's always intriguing how you listen to people on the radio, and it's always a surprise when you see them in real life. What do you call it?
Is it a good surprise?
Is there a concept for that?
Yeah, because they call radio a theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Because when you're listening to me, you are picturing Chris to be this masculine, this tall, dark, handsome. And then I was like, I've had it happen to me a number of times. I've had it happen to me a number of times for people who are not like really, really on social media and whatnot. Because if you want to know who Chris Chuene is and how he looks and how he is, you can literally go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook and just see my pictures. It's like that simple. But there are still some people who do not have access to social media as much as we do. Like, you understand? Every day when you wake up, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you're on whatever. But there are still some people who literally, they envision how Chris is supposed to be. So when you say I'm Chris Chuene, they're like, or you're at the till, go shopong, someone's like, but I know your voice from somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you Chris?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And they're like, oh, nice to meet you. And then you can see how they're looking at you and some, you're not how I imagined.
Yeah.
Like they call it the theater of the mind, because when you listen, you create your own image of what the person behind the mic is.
Okay, now Kikishamu. Do you think podcasts will replace radio at some point?
No.
Why is that?
No. I don't. There's a market for podcasts. There's a market for radio.
Yeah.
I'm not a heavy consumer of podcasts. Like I go there when like, you know how they clickbait you, like you guys always cut a snippet of Chris saying, and then I go there like to find out the thumbnail, you understand? Yeah. So I go because of those things. But radio, it's something that you don't need, and we're not even in that space in South Africa where data is affordable, where literally everybody drives a smart car. If the car that I'm driving does not have Bluetooth or Ingana, obviously I'm going to be on the radio still. Yeah. There are still some people like where I cut my hair, the guy always has the radio on. Ke radio like wireless. I say radio ke wireless. You understand? So podcasts are here, but they're not going to take away radio.
Yeah.
Listen, it's freedom of expression. They can say whatever they want to say. They have access to things that radio censors, but they are not taking away radio.
They are not taking away radio.
No, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Unless in 2050. Unless in 2050, maybe.
Or 2000. What do you think?
It could happen.
Yeah. So what do you think is the reason why some radio stations are now introducing like a podcast model in how they do the things?
It's
and before you, I saw Thobela FM. Thobela FM means radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a podcast. That podcast, Thobela FM, baby. It's a podcast.
So remember when I said earlier, the media space has changed completely, right? We are trying to cater for everyone.
Yeah.
You understand? I know that most radio stations have podcasts of interviews and moments that happen on air that someone might have missed. Like right now, you go on Facebook, you find out, Chris was talking to King Manada about his latest album, but you missed the interview because you're seeing the post later. Yeah. So now if the podcast is there, it means you can go and catch up. You understand? Because I it's a live thing. So them introducing podcasts is to say, okay, there are people who might be interested in the content that we have on air, but might not necessarily be available to listen to it at the time that we're putting it out there. You understand? And also, since we are a radio station, we are like all radio stations are under ICASA, right? Yeah. ICASA regulates the content that goes on air. There's the BCCSA as well. So BCCSA, if Nano, one time I say on air, obviously the station is gonna get something in writing to say they're gonna get fined. You understand? So if we want to have I want to say Shebeshit's name on air. I can't do that.
You can't say Shebeshit.
But he is right now the biggest pop star we have in the province. And if you want to talk about him, then it means you can have a space off air under the station to have that conversation, to cater for the audience that still wants to have him and listen and hear his story.
Because the way to put it.
Yeah. So because people want to hear his story.
Yeah.
But on FM, you can't do that. Because the moment Onotoma or Sheva shit, now they're gonna come to you and say, but you are not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to do that. So now he's hearing all of that. Even though you understand? No. But we are still under license to say, you can't swear on air, you can't do that. So radio stations introducing a podcast is to say, we want to also cater for that audience that you missed a moment on air, you can also go back and listen to it. You understand? This is very vital information. Right now, let's say Dipula Diana and they're saying warnings and whatnot. If you miss out on why this is happening or the fires are happening in LA, you can go back and listen to that because it's vital information that you might need. you didn't listen to it. You couldn't listen to it ka 12. So you can go and listen to it ka 1 when you have the time to do so. So that's how the media is changing and moving in that direction.
I know we levels because naki discovery somewhere during this week.
Yeah.
Podcast that FM. I was just scrolling. You consume a lot of podcasts. I listen to every podcast 3,500 subscribers or less. I go there and listen because for Nagintwela or okay, there's always something to learn.
Yes.
So I go there and listen. I can take a scroll on Moleki. I want to rhyme and doing a banner to
FM.
It's a podcast like this one. Podcast setup. FM. Host Kimankuku baby. Okay. It's very interesting why a radio would establish a podcast. But since we are so guy. So what's your favorite podcast right now?
My favorite
Why
podcast,
does it stand out for you, Steve?
My favorite podcast right now.
Besides podcast and chill, I think
I actually don't like podcast and chill, hey?
You don't like
I've actually muted it on my Twitter feed.
You'll tell me why.
I've muted it on my feed. I don't want to hear or see anything like that has to do with that podcast, but that's a story for another day.
No, we have time. We have time, yeah.
That's a story for another day, another podcast. But the podcast that I like is Engineer Your Life with Lungelo, KM. He was actually even nominated for the South African Radio Awards in 2024 last year under the podcast category. Like Lungelo KM. Engineer Your Life, yes. His content is uplifting, man.
I'll check it out.
His content is uplifting, and the people that go there, even the snippets that he put out. Because, like, one thing that pisses me off, I don't want to lie, with podcasts is that, guys, I know you guys, people want views, ne?
Yeah.
Mara, why le nyaka gore kwatisha so? Like, you know, and you bait conversations, you bait people to make fights.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that like makes me
Never
not.
seen this one before.
You've never seen him before.
Yeah.
No, like check out his content. It's really good, and the guests are always leaving you with something to think about.
Yeah.
So that's the one that stands out for me.
Okay, so it's more like this one. This one I usually watch. I watch that one a lot. Diary of a CEO.
No, I don't know that one.
Okay, but that guy is American. Yeah, now he's interviewing like people of high standards. It's more about psychology, mental health. Sometimes he's talking.
Is it the Indian guy?
He's not Indian. I don't know if that guy is colored or this guy. You've probably seen him before. This guy.
No. I cannot say at all.
This guy.
I cannot say.
This one, if you watch this guy, he leaves you with something to think. And the caption mo posting mo di mga thumbnail o ngala ntong hey, do this as a man for more rounds. That's what he writes. I'm telling you.
And it gets you to one.
Hey, and then you click.
So you want those rounds, you go.
More rounds.
But when you get there, it's a different content.
Yeah.
That's
so
nice.
Are you had get that one Lungelo KM. I'll watch it. So the podcast Limpopo, you know, holy village Chuene. Do you think we are moving towards the right direction? Because personally, my personal feeling about the podcasts I've seen so far in Limpopo, I don't think. Of course, content for everyone. Everyone will content rata. But in as far as reaching out a message, in as far as educating, in as far as inspiring, podcast they are more gossip, they are more fun, they are more no element for me.
And you're not wrong.
Apart from this one,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong because. You know, like I'm a heavy consumer of TikTok content, right? And obviously, as you keep scrolling, you'll see snippets from Limpopo podcast.
Yeah. And
every single time I see a snippet, it's them trying to pin artists against each other, trying to... it's...
drama.
Yes, basically, drama.
Yeah.
And I'm always just like, I'm yet to find one. Like, do you have one in the province that you feel like?
The one I feel like has potential.
Besides the council.
Okay. The one I feel like in a potential. In terms of
Content, uplifting, like doing massive numbers. Because Omwena unotama atopa mustrating I interview so
Maybe just talk.
Yeah, DJ Cappuccino.
Yeah.
I haven't.
No, you should check him out. I think he's the only one who is clean in as far as podcasting is concerned, because podcast ka radio experience and melawela balfanga radio, don't do this, do that. I think
he's implementing that as well.
Yeah, podcast. So
I'll check him out. Oh, there's also this guy, man. I don't know if he still does podcast. Jack Rams. Why are you guys laughing?
no.
What did I miss?
No. Jack Rams, yeah, he's got potential.
Okay. Wait, but he has the content.
Yeah,
like,
he does. He does.
But why let's say
No, next.
you guys know something I don't. Let's make sense.
What guy Muda?
And you guys had him as a guest.
Yeah, we did have it.
So, hey guys, khopela taba.
No, he has potential. Man, big up Jack Rams, man. At that podcast in Alamat, I'll move at the mountains in the province. I feel like
I'm sensing shade here.
No, man. No, we had him on the show.
Okay, yeah.
No, he was shaking. That's the thing.
He was shaking. What do you mean?
He was shaky. But he ended up getting comfortable at Omodo Blabber. You know, someone who just talks.
But he has a lot of opinions and a lot of good ones. I don't know. Maybe he was uncomfortable.
Good opinions, but for me on that show, I felt like he wasn't open to being interviewed. He wanted to come and tell us what he wanted to tell us
on your platform.
Exactly. When you come to a person's platform, when you go to a podcast or an interview, let alone, go there, answer the questions, have the conversations they want you to have. Don't go there while wabulela.
So it's like me right now. I can change the conversation and just read it. Like,
you know. Exactly.
So maybe, that's what happened.
That's what happened. And he didn't give us numbers. That too.
Yo. So imagine now I also leave here and I'm like, on a free review. So
man, we know the numbers. Our batch, we know something above 5K.
I hope so.
No, I'm telling you, man. I'm guaranteeing it. You go batch.
Okay.
Our batch is chale.
We'll see.
I'm saying you will surpass Jake Rams. Who would it have it? We put kids here. Guys, we put children here to do a podcast.
Yeah.
They do better number. True story. I go with you, Mark. But honestly, Jack Rams is he's a good person to have around when you want to have a good conversation.
Yeah.
It's a good
but you
person
just didn't have that in
just on Orga podcast. When he got there, not the person they sold to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they sold me a person who was very opinionated about the music industry, the music scene in Limpopo.
Yes.
But and at the same time, they sold to me a guy with no filter who would answer questions directly. But when he came to me, he was protective. He wanted to be industry correct. He wanted to be PR about everything.
Yeah, it happens.
Why?
It happens.
Why? Mara saying so for now I feel like podcast still long in potential. Yeah, DJ Cappuccino. Jack Rams is no longer. I would say him as well, but he's not recording anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not consistent anymore.
Yeah,
so
but it's consistency.
I would have mentioned him because Kidiboni episode the guest is people worth noting. So I would have mentioned him. When you were to start a podcast, like if you were to start one, what would it be about?
Ooh, that's very interesting. What do I have an opinion about? Actually, it'll just be a rant.
Yeah.
You see how DJ Fresh has his What a Week where he just like
Wow.
goes in there, and just talks about everything and everything. Yeah, I feel like that's what it'll be about. Like I have some days where I want to talk politics. I have some days where I want to talk Mjolo. I have days where I want to talk music. I have days where I just want to talk about myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll just be a holistic.
Hey, I should do that here, man.
Like it'll be so nice. Eh?
I think I should do that.
It'll be so nice because I also feel like I feel like I'm an interesting person. You understand?
Yeah.
And people want to know my story.
Hey, man, I'm going to do that. Next week, I'm doing that. I'm talking about myself.
Oh, no,
here.
2 hours
Episode
come
on
on,
me.
like a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would have like your story times because I've had some really interesting experiences in my life.
Yeah.
Life has taught me lessons that if I were to share them, some people would be actually like happy to hear about them. You understand? So it'll be like a holistic thing where it'll have sub channels, you know, Njolo, work, whatever. So it'll be a holistic channel. I don't think I wanna box myself. Yeah, that's why even in everything that I do, I always try something new every single
You
time.
know, when they ask me what this podcast is about, I always say social issues, man.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's not. It's not. Do we discuss social issues here?
I mean, what would you call social issues?
So, social issues are things affecting the society. Manesa ripilo gua.
Not really.
You know, bana ba
We do
hlaka,
that in
let's
person.
donate.
We do that in person.
Yeah, it's
But this one, I would put it like a popular culture kind of a podcast because
yeah. I think I'd put it in that, in
yeah,
that sense
because
as well.
that's what we discuss most of the time. But I always say, you know, people ask you, what is your podcast about? And you want to sound smart.
Like,
You're like,
no,
man,
just say pop culture.
social issues, you
Yeah.
know, we're discussing things that affect people, mental health, 1, 2, 3,
'Cause-
take off your kidneys. You know? That's what I
You
always
just want to
say.
be politically correct, but
You know, but it's not
if you were
that.
to look at it, it's a pop culture.
Yeah, it's not that. So
But I
pop
think if it
culture,
was-
you'll have to now start explaining what is
What pop culture?
You
Yo.
see?
But if it was up to you, this shit would be about politics.
Yeah, definitely. If it
Are
was
you like into politics heavy?
not heavy, but I follow politics.
Okay, and you have an opinion on that.
Yeah, a lot. I watch politics as much as I watch podcasts.
Okay.
Okay, mo YouTube yaka. It will be maybe let me just show you. It will be a movie, a podcast, and politics.
You watch
In
movies
that
on
order.
YouTube?
Not I watch movie news.
Okay.
Yeah. If you scroll here, you'll see podcasts, you'll see politics, you'll see movies. Those are the three main things I consume.
And your algorithm will always show you,
You
like
know.
the kind of
So
thing.
August email. Why wanna nothing pornographic.
I didn't know like YouTube had porn, but I'm seeing it for the first time here. Yeah, no. You know, yeah.
So I watch podcasts. Some podcasts I watch are political podcasts. Some are just health podcasts. Some are just
You're literally like it's no.
what?
You're a consumer of
Exactly. I watch other people's podcasts, man. So I know what I'm doing.
So what inspired you to actually start this?
Chris, you know, now from
Because
I
I've
think
known
you
you.
know me from-
I've known you. No, you've been musical. Like if you said you started a studio and you're making music, I'd
Yeah,
understand.
you would understand.
But podcast, you were never a vocal person.
yeah, can't
You were shy.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us thought you were rude if we didn't know you personally. You understand? When ninka so nagane podcast. Like if you said you were making music, sure.
yeah. Well, every time I say I'm shy, people don't agree.
No. Now you're not.
I am. I
Now,
still am.
now
You know,
you're not. No, now you're not.
Guys,
I don't know, man.
I'm a shy person. Just don't I hide behind my speech. Tell you the truth, Chris. I was always shy, but I always had a lot to say inside.
But you just didn't.
I just didn't find the courage to say whatever.
say what- yeah.
You understand? So the podcast for me is like, I always wanted to talk, but I never got a chance to talk at an early age.
And
so
then
let me
now,
just,
here's the
I
platform.
can talk here without no one saying, Emuna.
Anything.
You know?
And it's crazy because now you are talking to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Which is something you never did before.
No. Hey, mana, ngishe batho ba bantshi o nya go mpona hore, hey,
Would you do radio?
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I have energy else on Chrissy and
No, radio is not even about that.
Radio
It's
radio I think it's a personality and everything, which it's stuff I don't think I have.
And that's the crazy thing, because when people think radio, they also think of who are outspoken and whatnot and whatnot. I've been in the space long enough to see people who are not as like personality. You understand?
When you're vibrant and everything,
they're not as loud, they're not as thingy, and like they do like your talk shows, your whatnot, because they have an opinion in politics and whatnot. They do that.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should write it off completely.
Let me see. I don't know to FM so. Yaro opportunity radio shi. You know which lenano lenga lidira wasagile. Lela basheo lela. Lela la diaga meet lela.
Yo, and a lot of people listen to that.
Yeah, lela galdia.
Yo. They even have groups about it on Facebook, brah.
Ata lela galdia gile. Lela to FM lela gospel. Okay, it's fine. These guys, they don't even want to hear me talk anything gospel.
I don't see it.
Man, what role, I'm moving away from podcasts. What role do you think music in general plays?
Yo, music plays a very significant role, hey? Music defines a lot of people. Music is... like every memory that you have has some sort of song attached to it. Like your first time in varsity, there's a song that comes to your mind. Yeah. Like I know to this moment now, when every single time I hear Swedish House Mafia, Don't You Worry Child, it reminds me of my first link ever in radio when I was still go Limpopo. You understand? Music changes lives. Your music plays a huge role, hey? I don't even think I can put it into words, but shout out to people who make music.
Let me do this. Muda, what song describes your life right now?
It has to be a song we know, or any song.
Any song. A song that you think. I don't know what you heard about me. Then I'm a motherfucking PIMP. Isn't that
50 Cent, I'm a man. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What does it say?
I don't know it.
Which one?
Nobody knows this song. Why?
Okay, a song we know. Give us a song we know that relates to.
But that's the song that describes his life right now.
Now, let me pass to here. I'll come there.
Is it I'm the man or I'm a man?
I'm the man.
I'm the man.
Okay.
Man, I have two. I know the song.
You know the song?
Yeah.
Gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I know the Kendrick.
Yeah.
I know the song.
No, he doesn't have it. Kendrick, it says
I see it.
Sunny Digital.
Oh, but I know the song. I have two. Maraskambucha Mavak.
Okay.
Yeah. Yamatomo, it's my own song, Sebese Monati, unreleased.
Sebese
Monati, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay.
No. Skambucha Mavak.
Original scene.
Let's Skambucha Mavak. And then Yabubidi, I know what I'm doing, yeah, King Monata.
Ooh.
Yeah. Recent song.
So Guru the hero.
And he knows what he's doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Combination.
Yo, that whole album is a beautiful album, actually. There's no way.
It has to be something.
One song.
Kari Mama.
Chokes Lamyana plus I know Bui Lager. Chokes Lamyana.
Okay, it's fine, man. No, I don't have one. I don't think I have a song
gospel song
that describes me.
We do.
Right now.
Yeah. Right now, because...
No, you know what the thing is, ne? There's some things that, like right now, if you put me on the spot about something, my mind goes blank.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's a song that describes you. There's a song that you can literally go to right now. If you were to play a song right now, what song are you going to play? Actually, let me just ask you, what's the last song you played? Not the one that you were playing for
The last
us
song
here.
I played.
Yeah, the last song that you played.
The one I went and played.
Yes.
It's Essence.
By Wizkid.
Mm.
So that's a song that describes you. Right?
I played that song almost every day.
Yes.
And many other songs, but sometimes I play that one a lot.
So I wonder that's the song. And you were saying gore auna koshelo gore ya go, but it's there.
Yeah.
You just
I love the song. I don't feel like it describes me as a person, but I love the song.
it doesn't
I feel
describe
like
you as a
that
person, but
would
it's your
be-
song at this moment and you
Yeah.
relate to it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, hero. You are saying this man. I'm interested. I am interested. Okay, let me just ask you. The song is coming. Okay. You said it's still coming. What is it about? Just tell us what it's about.
The song is basically about, you know how everything or most of the things that we do and we actually enjoy, not even as young people, as humans,
Okay.
is usually forbidden, barrier and and all that stuff. But these things are actually the things that we love doing. Whether re a bolela hore ra di dira or ra re bolele hore ra di dira behind closed doors, we enjoy doing these things.
Give us those.
And these things are deemed as like sinful,
Sinful.
they're deemed as wrong and all that stuff.
Give
you
us,
get?
just give us like one.
So the song is basically about we enjoy what we do. Mara ka se bolele, so
Give
nam
us a
le se-
line, man. Come on.
Eh? Sex before marriage.
Because I
So
don't-
predictable.
I think
Or a line from the song.
Eh.
A line from the song. Oh, no, I was saying, like groove of fitla sontaga, ke le can't get go la mamazala. Stuff like that, yeah.
Nake groover of fitla Sonntag. Ke
Ke le
le
can't
can't get. Holla mama.
And it's Sunday, purposefully
Is it a
Sunday.
Locompo song?
Yeah, it's a Locompo song.
Sunday because
Yeah,
that's when
Sunday
people go to
because
church.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Na ke a kwa line or ke a Locompo. Ke a ikwa.
Yeah, match.
Ke a ikwa. So Chris, I wanna take this one from you.
But you didn't ask me what song. speaks to
Oh,
my
we
life
know.
right now.
Let's come on the spotlight. Tell us.
Let me tell you.
Tell us.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I have one for every genre.
Yeah.
There's Charisma,
Okay.
Retinta de Pass. Wait, no. Kitty series. Wait,
Kitty
no.
series. Kiona. Kitty series.
Kitty series.
I wonder what's going on in your
That
life.
one.
Like, so many episodes.
No, there's this part where she's praying. You know that last part.
Yeah.
Rohono
Fatafasi.
That part. You know, it just speaks to how you want things
That's
to go well
like
and
it's
whatnot.
a very spiritual part of
It
the song.
really is.
If you listen to that part of the song,
Yo, that girl is talented,
Yeah.
hey, and in getting you in your feelings, like on some push.
Re
Her music
kgopela pula, re kgopela pula. Do you know Malibu? Malibu. Yeah.
Oh yes, Lekampea let it out.
Yeah. That guy is
talented.
quite good. Yeah.
He's really talented.
Apart from Charisma, the series.
There's this guy Virgo, Loki Underground. The name is Soko.
Okay.
That's the name of the song is Soko. It's like an Afrobeats kind of song, Yana song. Soko.
Why it's a hero?
It's beautiful, beautiful song.
That's Matomo gay.
And I think what I'm taking from it is like he's just reflecting on they were pushing me down, but look at me now, like I'm here. You seeing me on the TV, I'm here, and whatnot and whatnot. So it's a beautiful song. Like that's one of the songs that
So cool.
Soko.
Okay, just volume. Oh. Yeah, I think I've heard it before.
It's a beautiful song.
Those two songs.
Yeah, those two songs right now.
Okay.
I'm sure there are others, but you know.
Obviously. So the artists, the Shiji, they keep popping and popping through social media and by independent. But how long do you think those people will last in the industry, or do you even think they will ever
Yo,
last? Like, I'm trying to say, as an artist, can I make it on my own, having come out through social media?
you definitely can. Because the rules have changed, hey?
Yeah.
The rules have changed completely. Before, when you wanted to put a song out, you can literally go to Mpo, record a demo, and then now you have to go to look for a distributor. You have to look for a whole record label
Yeah.
for airplay, for whatnot. But now, the rules have changed. You can literally make it. You just have to be smart. I think them making it and them not making it is a personal decision.
Yeah.
And not letting the instant fame overnight to get into your head. You understand?
Yeah.
And treating the music not just as a music, but a music business.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? So if
Music business.
artists go that direction, sharp, I blew up. I put a snippet of my song on TikTok. I got 1 million views, and now people are streaming the song, and it's everywhere. I'm getting bookings. Not to be a one-hit wonder, but keep pushing. Have a team.
Guys, okay, it's fine. Let me not cut you off.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Whether you make it or not, go where ka wena gore na o seriously bianca ka business ya gago.
Yeah.
Because if you think, okay, one song, it's literally just gonna make it. Because I record labels are there to push you. You understand? To guide you. And most artists, like right now, if Hero here gives you guys a song, you guys are not gonna be brave enough to tell them what Ishmaramo. I see.
Oh, not a moja.
I see on.
We do tell you, ne?
Yeah, but typically for most people.
For most people, because now what's the Hero, gaya gigging, retsamalena, reno raide ya gage, and us just by being associatedly Hero, we have fame in it rubs off on us as well.
Yeah.
So you don't have the power to tell him, listen, you did a hit ka egingana, so you can't follow it up ka this thing.
Yeah.
You understand? So them blowing up overnight, them coming up on social media, and then not taking it seriously or just thinking, it's gonna be easy from here on out. That's where the flop is.
Yeah.
Because now, if your team is not working to help you and guide you, then no flop, and then we'll be like,
Yeah.
mamang.
Yeah.
Can name a few, but well.
Give up,
No.
Muda, do you have anyone in mind whom we can say, Limpopo, currently actually, whom we can say,
Oil.
one hit wonder,
Like Ochila R. And then after
a feature, But what do you guys think, Gaga Mfano Majima show? Do you think he'll come back?
who?
Nah, I don't think.
You know he will. Let me tell you something that a lot of people don't realize, ne? There's a power in affiliation. You see now the thing that I was telling you before, Jorge, you guys won't tell Hero that the music is work because you want to be associated with him. You understand? Yeah. But there's also that thing, Jorge. You guys can also be brands on your song. You can be influencers just by being associated with Hero. You understand? Tebogo now is in DJ Mapulisa's circle.
Yeah.
And DJ Mapulisa is a super producer, bro.
Yeah.
He is literally, I don't care what people say about him, and Adri anything, go to Koshenko studio, but he gets credit. But tell me a song that he's credited on and the person doesn't like automatically blow up.
Airo.
You understand? Him by being associated with Mapurisa, it's mileage. It's mileage. So even if Birimarun dies down, next week I know they're in studio with that guy Olawa Sabotsane. So now they're in studio, right? And Mapurisa is not there.
What's that guy doing?
So if that song flops, he has another chance of maybe March, Mapurisa and then come back.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And Birimarun can carry him all the way until June.
Yeah. Definitely.
And carry him all the way until December. He can still get bookings until. There's power in association. Maybe if he leaves those circles and his work. Guys, let's be honest. Everybody hated Birimarung when the snippets were coming out.
Yeah.
Even when the song, like we saw the studio session, we hated it. Or I hated it. You understand?
Yeah.
I saw the studio session, I hated it. And then about drop a snippet sakosha, we hated it.
Hey.
But put it and drop and then it became a hit.
Yeah.
Song of the year content.
Cash content.
No. Birimarung.
I don't know.
Have you seen December?
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, there are two songs. There are two songs. Cash content on the Birimarung.
Exactly. I don't know. Because I think there were people who were literally there for Birimarung.
Yes.
That moment. There were people who were there for
bruh.
stand up.
I emceed at events. Shandapa, yes, it's there. Like people do that, and I still can't do it to this day, guys. Yampalela Shandapa, whatever. Like I only know this particular mafelo. So Mara, Ola, Li Ola, Virimarung. That's the easiest thing.
Everyone.
And people do it.
I
Everybody
also can do it.
You understand? Everybody can do it. So it's weird.
Yeah.
And we didn't like the snippet.
I want to make food. Go chicken your chocolate. Chocolate. Ah.
I would say
Shut up.
so he still has mileage in front
You
of
were
the show.
saying a person whom you think in Limpopo right now, that person, it's over for you. Finito, uvedile.
They had their moment.
Who is that guy? The one who was working with Monada and then he went to sign with.
Ah,
Oh, well, my problem, Mama. Master choose.
Choose.
Ah,
Choose
yeah.
a
He won't come
Choose
back.
died a long time ago, guys.
He won't come back.
Wait, dead or
No.
He won't. Like,
But come on, choose.
Yo,
He
did something recently. Hey, he did something.
That song, what's that song? Yeah.
Baby, Rakaina.
Yeah, he's in that song.
but he's not picking
But-
up.
Eh?
Nah,
Oh,
he's not coming, man.
Is he even gigging?
No.
Choose a guy.
No, wait.
And
Intervening,
I love intervening.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be here. No. He was supposed to be on this show. Chooser was supposed to come for an interview here. Thomas Atsaradi phone. Because the lady whom had arranged an interview for us with him, Chooser. You get it? So Chooser asked Atsaradi phone. I think he thought maybe to muchaka problem on the court. But we don't do that.
I'm seeing him now. Like, if I bump into him, I won't even know it's him.
What Chooser? No, fucked up. He's like, man.
Yo, bruh. I think.
Centerize the frame.
You know, an artist is bad and they've fallen off. Like, ask him what his Facebook name is. Master Chooser Modefoa Wana Hitmake.
Hey, yeah.
Hitmake.
Yeah, ningin twene.
18 for sure.
Okampa wana mo the phone.
2018. Before 2018.
What's happening now?
Hey, yeah, gopola Modefoa ona.
Yeah.
Modefoa ona.
Modefo. And I get to compare la peling le. But like,
No, he's still dwelling to that. Hitmaker. Like, Sanalo Master KG are hitmaker ya ntule. Lirking question.
Jerusalem.
Skeleton move.
Skeleton
Wire.
because
Because it was around that time. It was around.
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, he never coming back.
That's what I'm saying. That guy died a long time ago. So I someone who came and died. I mean, probably like about 12 and son. So Chuzero.
Hitmaker.
Hero. If I hero.
Maybe hero knows someone.
I don't know, man. But
Manjaro, man.
I don't know, but
Who?
Manjaro.
Jojo.
Manjaro is a hit
Did
mate.
he ever?
Yo, guys.
Manjaro is a hit mate.
I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon, hey? Yeah. That guy works hard. And besides
Yeah.
In terms of
barracks,
music, guys,
besides barracks and whatnot, Jojo works hard, hey?
Yeah.
Jojo works hard. Like, as long as I've known the guy, he's been
Know him
hustling.
personally.
No, I don't know him personally, but I've just been a fan of his work from a distance. I've met him, yes, when we were in the same space and whatnot. But he works hard.
Yeah.
He works hard, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, kola gore, wabane ba re motho wa lwela.
Yeah.
And he knows what this is what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
So walwela, and he's gonna push. No, he's not going anywhere.
Big ups, Manjaro.
not great. Yo,
I love him so much.
Well, he's the first person that came to your mind, Gore.
No.
No, he's very intentional with what he does.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a superstar mentality. As about kosha every month,
You know.
an album. He does one song per 6 months.
Yeah, man, love that.
You know, and every time.
I
Yeah, he has 4 songs, 4 hit songs.
I've picked up on you like your shade is easy to spot.
No, guys.
I can't wait for you to interview him. It's gonna be the funniest.
He refused a lot of times.
He refused.
Or apparently he's not doing interviews anymore, podcasts, because he went to this podcast, certain podcast, and then the snipers come over.
Okay.
They chopped things. They made it look like he said certain things that he didn't say.
Yo, let post editing go track.
Oh no, we're not clean, man. We're not clean. Right now we never like. Are sniper to move to anything controversial? Let alone ask more to controversial.
Podcasts, guys, people go to podcasts and then their lives change.
Bar sinye, go senya bo Richie B le tlhagarage ya Limpopo podcast.
And show.
You know, those guys, ke bona ba o senya because what they're looking for get drama, what they're looking for.
Those guys, they go and dig, and now and then your life changes for the worse. You are living a quite comfortable life.
Khano wena botse start the podcast in Chile.
Someone you know went there, I think.
Not even.
What did they do? I don't know. Hero, do you know something?
No, I don't know nothing.
No, but we'll get into it on that day. I just don't like their tactic. I don't like the platform how it is. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just.
What's something you will think vusi tembe kwa? The motivation guy. Yeah. He said something like when you go to, I think he was saying this platform ya Swizompof.
Okay.
He was saying something like when you the thing they use at podcasts is like sort of a numbing effect. They give you whiskey, they give you alcohol.
Bad idea.
They want to get something bad so that the podcast can grow. Podcasts need to grow on bad influence. They need to grow on bad news. They need to grow on drama and controversy and everything like that.
So I feel like he's answering the question that you were asking.
The blueprint yabo McG. Literally what they're doing. Check it out.
It's hardly that you'd see that there's positive things coming out there.
Not cool.
Like a gin and tonic.
You see, I'm too much. Juicy nuggets.
Yeah. Even the packaging, Jolly Jumbo.
So, guys, Chris, I'm asking you this one directly. Apart from people who came and left the music industry, by long their careers were short-lived, like a TikTok challenge. Someone said this line. No, Hennessy Cypher. Hennessy Cypher. Yeah, 2024. Someone said that.
What a career.
Yeah, careers were short-lived, like a TikTok challenge. Oh, man. Hey, apart from those ones, who would you say for you? The person whom you would say who shaped the music that we are hearing in Limpopo specifically, 2024 and back.
Going back to from 2024, going
from
back.
2024, yeah.
Who has shaped the music?
Who are shaping soundy?
Yo, I think I'd have to give props to Karishma.
Yeah.
Shebe Ramon, Ulitswere, Le Comp and whatnot. But Karishma came up us, you understand?
Yeah.
She understands the crafts, she understands the music, and she gives it all when she does a song, when she goes out there and makes music. And onale a mixture of, like, her music appeals to everyone.
Yeah.
I think that's the only song of hers where Rohana. So she appeals to all the markets, you understand? And she's taking Le Compo as it is out there. King Manada did that as well with Idibala, took it international. Master KG took Jerusalem everywhere. But right now, I have to give props to my girl. Because Master KG is not doing Le Compo anymore.
Yeah. What sound is that, guys? I asked this question a lot of times.
I'm thinking Afropop.
Ke Amakompo.
Amakompo.
What?
That's what I call it. Yeah, ke Amakom.
Mixture of Limpopo and
And
piano.
exactly. Listen to it.
No, but like his sound is not Master KG Wapele. And he played it nicely when he introduced Juanito Amos. You understand?
Ke neilwe ele wela kae?
Bam, bam, param,
Ke yona
bam.
ntwe ke reng ke Amakom. You don't know. And
It's piano, that thing.
idia gore le ena a bolele gore ntwa e diang keng ngwisha.
Yeah.
Le ena maybe a ke tsore ke tla nka se ra tsebe because a sa ka bolela
But no, that sound needs a name.
ke Amakom.
Is he the only one who's doing that kind of a sound?
He's not the only one.
He's
Him
not the only
and his
one.
guys there Baba Drasa.
No. Him and his guys is him. But can we mention
I
another
think
artist whom we can say
Maybe
sounds like Master KG? Master KG is doing the sound similar to this person.
I mean Makazi has the same
you
sound.
guys, you took away light from this side.
Prince Benza wa Mutseba. Prince Benza.
So
He's doing the same
it's
sound.
Amapiano apparently.
But again, Mapiano.
Yeah, because you see how Apple Music has that thing where you can see the genre in which it falls under. Amapiano.
Apple Music ke mago batho ba ba tsebe dilo tse re bolelang ka tsone.
But I get you as a
No, but
as a-
they can
as a-
tell. I think
you as a releasing
until-
artist when we young.
Hey.
I want to upload. Do you not select which
Yeah.
genre you
No,
put
no,
your
no,
songs
no,
under?
I think the whatever tools they use, they can hear. the
For
music. Oh, this one.
Hey, Kinelo Yeri Amapiano.
What is it?
Like all the songs that he's putting out. So he's no longer.
So get Amakom.
Yeah, Makom. Literally, you know one.
Document. Create a genre. Create
Yeah, he's the first to do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm the first to say.
So arboleleng ka ntong wishi, which ankere re bolela ka yona. Do you guys think music o na le tsela eo shapang society ka ona? Music. Think about this.
I'm not sure I understand.
Like music o re o thile jang, o ka feleletsa o fetola community o phela a certain way.
Yeah.
It can.
Muda, you said yes first.
Yeah. Look at Locompo.
Mm.
Everybody now is thinking, not everybody, I know you're not thinking like
Most
that, but most
Yeah.
think from Friday, go sa robala ka gae, we no more jwala.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things like that. Ke bophelo.
Yeah.
So, o ka checka.
Rena ke rena bo o nyaka ene bjale ene mam. O sa ne bjala.
Yeah.
Ke rena ba.
Ba le nna ba lo bone ka gare ga crowd e la batho ba gona biri ba la ba no ba nyaka. So I think Locompo ga nyotso le tšere karolo.
Yeah.
So even we can go as far back as your Guaito era, your Alaska era. You look at how those people were wearing.
Yeah.
Gore ne ba para jwang? Ne ba para
Dickies.
the Dickies, ba beta
Fiber,
the Dickies tša gona and whatnot. You understand? And they lived that lifestyle that was portrayed in the music.
Even
No, ka moka re nyaka malapi.
Yeah.
even
Go
reggae, you
Ka
see.
re nyaka kavela no.
Ka moka re
Yeah.
nyaka
Kavela is
kavela,
good.
re nyaka di-Nike, ka kwešiša, because that's what is happening. Hip hop ne ile gona ka moka re ne re le mayo-yo. I remember
Yeah.
I was also there at some point.
Hey, okay, Kiwi.
We used to wear baggy jeans.
Did you see Hero status?
When no.
Mava.
Ah.
Let me show it to you. I took a
you
screenshot.
took a screenshot.
I took a screenshot. And Nale, now we actually we argued about it on inbox. Where is it? Ah.
Okay, Ivan.
No, I'll show it to you. Look, this guy has a nerve. Just read that. He's literally saying hip hop is dead. It's like, come sit.
Yeah.
Please read it out.
Claiming South African hip hop is dead just because it's not at its peak right now is like saying your relationship is dead just because it's no longer in the honeymoon phase. But you don't see us saying Jake about y'all relationships and a dear teka. Who said that to you? Come on, Pressy Jake. But hip hop in South Africa is not dead, it's just not popular right now. You've been having this conversation, man.
Hey, man.
It's just not popular right now.
And Chris, you know the ironic part is most people who were not there when we had those conversations always or usually say similar things or the same things that I said. Ongushisha. It's only these guys because they're more. just because hip hop is dead, then it's dead. But I'm like, go and have this conversation with other people.
Are they saying hip hop is dead? Are you guys saying hip
Yeah,
hop is dead?
these guys are saying that. But another thing Chris has said to them, Goring, if hip hop is dead, it's dead to you. Leave it to those who listen to it.
It's just not what's popular right now. It's just not what's
It's not popular.
For how long?
Eh?
Listen, Amapiano has been around for the longest time, right? MFR Souls, Josiah the Disciple, those guys have been behind piano before it blew up, right? Now it's here, it's the end thing. But at that point, they didn't think it will be like as big as it is now, a movement that it is right now. It will get to where it is now. And at that point, they didn't think this sound is dead because it was not popular at the time.
So do you think South African hip hop will pick up? Like
South African hip hop is picking up.
Who?
You look at your Latinova Pounds, you look at who's this guy? Usmamane. You look at Tony Diamani, you look at
and who?
you look at Matlera, you look at Casper is trying because he's just here and here and here.
Yet he's the one who said hip hop is dead in South Africa.
And even
No.
Blakey.
It's him who said it. I mean, it's not us.
Jumping
This
to
thing
piano
is
now.
cast, but guys.
Mm-mm.
This thing is to me like a
Yeah,
cast.
I'm sure they have a misquote. I hope I have a bunch of video.
And Casper
No.
tweeted in 2020, I think. He said South African hip hop is dead.
And yet
That's
he's
what
still-
sparked the conversation.
I think what he was
And then
maybe
he-
alluding to is that the consumption of hip hop in South Africa is not as it used to be.
No,
you understand? Right now, everybody is on piano, everybody's on Limpopo, everybody's on whatever. Mara.
There's no even one air.
Usmamane is hip hop. Exactly. Usmamane is dropping. Uvalo is there, is doing big numbers. If he gets on stage and performance check, people are gonna go crazy.
No.
Matlera, even though I don't hear what he's saying, but
Nobody hears what Matlera is saying.
You understand?
Baruvasa.
And he's killing
It's
it.
fine, Hero. I'll send you a link to this video
He's
I watched.
killing it.
Those guys had
So
a
it's
screenshot
just
of
not the popular
Casper's
thing
tweet.
right now.
For how long? For how long?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Not even one.
I have a lot of hip hop songs that I play. No, that I play, like that I edit onto my downloads. Like,
Okay.
I have Usmamane, I have Matlera, I have Virgo, he's hip hop. I have Mawelele and Questa, that's all my life song. It's hip hop. I have a lot of AB Crazy. I have a lot of J. Cole.
Nah, it's not from South Africa.
I have Kid X. I have DJ Vigilante. I have
Who's better
Stoji
than
T.
Pro
Guys,
Kid? Who can say is
I have
better
Black
than Pro
Les. I have Mfano Molobachum, Zack the Freak. Big fan of his as well. I have Nasty C.
Fuck, nasty see.
And like, I know Chavez Lekopa, but he's a rapper.
Awa ibekubanyaka mo ibeki yeme.
Like, share, and subscribe button.
Ibeki
This is the
yeme.
Counsel with me, Mpome.
Ibeki yeme.
We're out of here, man.
Ibeki yeme.
Wait, Chris.
Convey
We did a round table
Okay.
in December, somewhere in December. Unfortunately, we are having issues, technical issues with the thingy. Sound. I don't know why what Hero got wrong with that episode. We
Okay.
had a round table with guys. They were hip hop guys. It's fine. The four of them were hip hop guys. One guy was a DJ, DJ locally, goodies, and then there was me. Now I was just mediating.
Yeah.
We had that conversation, and the question I asked these guys in the round table, I asked them, is hip hop dead in Limpopo? I didn't even want to broaden the scale, and then that one you're saying Gashebe. Leoneasa face. Then I asked, I mean, you guys, Kabuchi Shagar guys, are you saying to me, listen, I wasn't disputing whatever they were saying.
Yeah.
Now I kept saying to them, I want you guys to talk. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm making you say things or I'm disputing what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'll ask for clarity. Are you saying to me, Shebe Shiti is a hip hop artist now? Answer that yes or no. But yes. Car why? But he's rapping in Lukompo. Car okay, rapping is the practice of hip hop. But Car tu. Lino kisatoring. I'm not going to say anything because
So that's all right. So I like Shebe.
because I'm saying because if you're going to come and tell me Shebe Shiti is a hip hop artist, I'm not. As I'm telling you information now, hip hop is define again. You guys know it.
But I
So
feel like it's just a thing. There are elements of this and that and that and that.
Yesterday, you know what I said to Hero? I said to Hero yesterday, Hero, in every genre, there's element of every other genre in every genre.
Yes.
So you can't say now because there's someone who's practicing hip hop R&B. What our runner hip hop pay. Mola R&B il standalone il mola. Hip hop and then you can't be saying it's living in other genres and that for you is life. If someone donates a kidney to me, they're not living in my body.
Yeah.
I just have a piece of them in my body.
So when
Nothing. And I'm not going to tell you it's not dead or it's dead because of this, but to me hip hop is dead. Because
listen,
Can I ask this?
I don't even see.
I feel like we live in a country where everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
And in as much as I'm going to try and change your mind, I feel like we can be here for the whole day.
Yeah, we will.
And I'm not going to try and do that. You understand?
true.
But all I can say is that hip hop is not dead. There's still artists who are coming out. I mean, I didn't know Smamane until recently. You understand? And he's a fully hip hop artist. And right now he's all the way US touring and whatnot. He's still getting gigs.
Currently.
You know, he is. And you know, go check his TikTok, bruh. Go check his TikTok.
Mara Chris,
And, go check a TikTok. You'll see that people are singing along, people are rapping along. Why are events and places Jamanati still booking hip hop DJs?
Muchin, you know Muchin, he performed at Poriland. Poriland is a huge event, yeah, I'm a piano fella. But Muchin performed there.
Madlara is booked and busy.
It's fine. If that's my piano fella, that's fine. But we're just showing you some of the examples. We're showing you some of the examples.
No, obviously it's you. Let's say we can say 90-10. You understand? Because right now it's piano is a popular thing. You understand? But everybody, like right now, there are people who would literally get so excited when they see that Nasty C is coming to Polokwane or Nasty C is coming to. He can be the only headliner. Let them try an event. Go Chuene resort.
Yeah.
Go total. Alien affair.
Nasty C.
But hopela ubucha something, guys.
No, but you've made up your mind. Like there's no convincing you.
Are you aware of Ronald Batwa Telejan Locombo fella?
Yes.
No, yeah.
You are aware of Ronald Batwa Telejan Amapiano fella?
Yes.
Would those people be right to say Locombo is dead just because they don't listen to it?
You're wrong.
No. I'm asking this question. Would someone who Teleja Amapiano fella say gospel is dead just because they don't listen to it?
You're not practical. You are going to be practical.
So hence I'm saying hip hop is dead to you because you no longer feel that hype. You no longer see it as that
thing.
thing.
Is that it's not as visible as it's supposed to be.
Hence I'm saying.
You can't say it's dead
exactly.
just because
when are we telling?
Because right now.
And by the way,
you're being forced.
No. Usonto icheka di win kamoka. Icheka di win kamoka.
Not fancy company. Mara. Now you get sorry. In as much as I'm a private piano fan and whatnot, I don't know get having private DJ batlo follow. Ogusha. 7 ba khona udlala le compo 10 hours from opening all the way until close. And you are going there because you want to have fun. You're obviously going to be influenced by that. Mara. I need you guys to do this for me, ne? I know you guys have contacts and whatnot. Hopelang any DJ who's playing. Le Dala stoko sa lekgowa good.
Yeah,
you'll see the crowd is gonna go crazy. Ore oba khopela ore
good.
Dala Madlera yela ya 018 ya Khale Casper. Magasana. See, you know these songs, and these are hip hop. You understand? It's just not mainstream as it was before and whatnot, because Amapiano is everywhere, and Amapiano is the new artist.
But
every
new
day.
kid,
The new kid always excites the crowd more.
Everybody yeah, because in right now
The hype is still there.
it's
still the
changing.
same.
Look at how